Have you ever met someone you thought was a hacker, but they turned out not to be? Well, that's not the case with this video, because we're going to be exposing some ridiculous hackers in Roblox that definitely took it too far. So these hackers are permanently banned, but before we get into the permanently banned hackers, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. When you do this, you have a chance at being entered in our subscriber giveaway. We'll shout your name out at the beginning of the month. You also get free benefits with us. It's going to be awesome, guys, so don't miss out on it. But let's go ahead and get into the video today. So we have a 1x1x guy. Pretty much his full name is like 1 with a bunch of X's, but we're just going to call him for the sake of the video 1x. 1x was a test account for creators once they ended up making it, where he would go into games and test out to see if the mods were actually working. The admins and mods in Roblox are supposed to keep the game safe and not allow anyone to break any rules. So it was very shocking, especially shocking, when they ended up going into the game with 1x and he was found to be breaking a lot of rules. Well, they put an end to this and ended up permanently banning him. He actually ended up having to go ahead and delete his account, and also they IP banned him so he couldn't play from wherever he was playing. It's safe to say we haven't heard from this guy in a while. Still though, I mean, what were these admins doing? Were the mods in on it as well? You're supposed to keep the game safe, and when someone's purposely breaking the rules and you don't do anything about it, it just goes to show you that they're not doing their jobs correctly. They're not even trying or giving an attempt. It's very embarrassing. It's very lazy on their part. I think they should go ahead and take the things more seriously that they're actually taking, a part of. And also 1x definitely broke a lot of rules, from selling Robux to people, which you cannot do. You have to buy it through the store, to taking people's information, to also trading explicit and illegal items. And he was also a very, very big potty mouth, said a lot of curse words. So 1x is gone for good, but he's a hacker that just was very ridiculous and very arrogant in the ways he had went about things. Jane and John Doe, John and Jane Doe, whatever you want to call them, were two accounts that were rumored to be created by two of the co-founders of Roblox. Well, one of them unfortunately died of cancer back in the day, so there's only really one of them and a couple others who are running the game. Well, they ended up making John and Jane Doe, and the rumor is that they ended up making them because a lot of people weren't really using the site at first when it was first created. So they would end up going on there and spreading the good news about benefits of the game, about certain memberships you can get, just about their vision for the future and how big they wanted Roblox to be. Rumor also has it that they would go on there and play with each other so that a lot of other people who were lonely in the game didn't feel lonely. So they were doing a good deed. But these accounts, I guess, got into the wrong hands. They got hacked somehow, and the creators never really thought anything of it. They actually forgot about the accounts, and people started seeing John and Jane Doe pop up in games. Well, John and Jane Doe were going ahead and permanently deleting accounts because they had those accesses, and the owners didn't really know anything about it because they had just completely forgotten about the accounts they had made years ago. And also what happened was they were taking people's Robux, so they were doing a lot of naughty stuff. Finally, they put an end to John and Jane Doe, officially banning them back in 2013, and the rumor has it that nowadays you can find John and Jane Doe sometimes even logged in, and their account's not even deleted, and they'll go ahead and play with other kids who look lonely in Roblox. That's just a rumor, but it may be the ghost of John and Jane Doe past haunting the Roblox world. People say they've seen ghosts of John and Jane Doe playing with people, and usually they're new people who are noobs considered the Roblox world, so they don't really know the story about it. When they're confronted afterwards, they say they think they saw a real person, and when people try to look up the account, it says no longer available or keywords do not exist. So what's up with these accounts? Well, they've definitely been banned, and they were big hackers as well when people got a hold of them. So I'm glad they're gone for good, but hopefully we don't run into any of their ghosts of the past. This guy is probably the most infamous hacker in the world, and also one of the biggest ones, actually the biggest one of Roblox. Guest 666 was a troubled soul. He actually ended up starting out as a student in Robloxian High, and he was ended up bullied throughout his whole school career. As the story goes, he was bullied to the point where he ended up getting pushed off a building by the bullies, ultimately ending his life there. Well, I guess they never really had a funeral because he didn't have any parents, nobody really cared about him, he didn't have any friends. So he ends up coming back literally a month later, literally rising from the dead and killing every single bully in the school. So if you go ahead and bully in any of these games, chances are you'll run into guest 666. It's especially scary because he's been known to appear in random games where there's not many people there, and what'll happen is your whole computer will shut off and then your account will be banned for life. I don't know if he's doing this or if it's a spirit, but it's pretty spooky stuff, and I definitely recommend you guys stay away from him. But it does make for a pretty cool story for us to tell our future kids when they start playing Roblox. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I'm signing off, and as always, see y'all later.